Welcome back to Pack Mentality. And today we have a guest on the podcast. We have 9-year vet Karina on the podcast. She's going to talk to us about her fitness journey and how Red Wolf helped her get to her fitness goals and why she stays, especially after 9 years. I mean, that's a long time.
Absolutely.
It's so good to have you, Karina. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing really well. I'm so happy to be here, and I'm so happy that you invited me to be a part of the podcast. Thank you so much. I feel very honored.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Well, very excited to hear about your fitness journey today. So let's learn a little bit more about you. So tell us about you and your family.
Okay, me and my family. Okay, so I've been married for a really long time.
How long?
26 years.
Wow.
26 years. I've been married for really long time. It's been really fun. I have 3 kids. My oldest is 23, Dominic. My middle one is 20, and my youngest is 17. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Awesome.
So, yeah. Pause.
What was it like raising 3 kids that were pretty close together?
Okay, so yeah, it was very tough in the beginning. Well, I got married when I was very, very young. I was 20 years old when we got married, so it was rough. We didn't have a place to be. Like, we got married. We were so excited to get married, and then we decided, okay, now what? What do we do?
So what was the obstacle that you had to overcome when you got married so young?
Yeah. Okay. So that was really hard. First of all, we didn't have a place to live. So I think that was really hard for me. And also, I was living with an uncle and he was living with his aunt. So we were like, okay, we're married. So now what? What do we do? So we were just living in the moment, not really planning like what we needed to do. So we just this was actually up north. That's where we met, in San Francisco area. So we was like, why don't we just go, to Southern California, and we'll, maybe my mom and dad can help us. So we moved down here, and we lived with them for a little while. And then I remember on my 22nd birthday, I believe, my husband's like, hey, I have a present for you. And I was like, okay. Here are the keys to your apartment, to our apartment. So I was just like, what? We're actually going to be having our own place and not live with your parents anymore. So that was really awesome. So from there, we just kind of started the whole thing from there, just being like learning the responsibilities of like maintaining an apartment and just getting to know everyone in our community. Like, I was very new to the United States as well. Like, I came here when I was 16 and I met my husband when I was 18. So everything just really kind of happened really fast for me. And somehow just meeting neighbors and just kind of having that community, we just kind of started figuring out life together. And so I think that was a huge obstacle for me, just coming from a different country and then moving into different traditions and cultures. But I think I'm a fast learner, and I just started adopting the culture and the language as well, because I also didn't speak a lot of English when I met my husband. So I think that was hard for me, but it was, as it was happening, it just was fun and exciting, and just being around his family and raising our kids. I just started embracing the American culture, and I love that. Yeah, just learning new things.
Wow, that's very cool. So you came here when you were 16. Where did you come from?
Yeah, so I came from Mexico.
Okay. What part of Mexico?
So central Mexico. So no beaches, no. It's just like a little beautiful Spanish town. Lots of cactuses, just kind of how you picture some people describe Mexico, like the rolling hills and lots of cacti. That was the where I came from. And it's not a little village or town. It was actually a beautiful city called Zacatecas, and it's very Spanish influenced, lots of cathedrals and beautiful churches, cobblestone streets, very beautiful. But yeah, so I came here when I was 16, and I lived in San Francisco, and that's where I met my husband. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What
2 years later.
What a great story. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What do you do for work currently?
So I have a early childhood development and education degree. So I've been teaching little ones for a really long time. I'm a preschool teacher. I'm currently teaching transitional kindergarten. So that age, the 5-year-olds, 5 and 6-year-olds, I've been teaching that age for the past about 16 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Really fun.
Yeah. Is that something that you've always wanted to do?
Yes, especially going back to being part of that community. And, when we moved into that little apartment in Santa Ana, and just being with the kids and being with the new moms. And I just thought, I really love kids. This is really a really fun community. I would love to teach little ones. So I went to the preschool where my kids were attending at that time. And I just said, hey, can I apply to be a teacher? And they're like, well, you need an education. You need a degree in early childhood development. So I was like, wait, what? Why can't I just come in and teach little ones, So they were like, so then I decided to go back to college and finish my degree. And that's how I got started.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, good for you. No, that's fantastic. It's cool that you took action on something. You just asked a question, figured it out, and then you went and did it. And then here you are now. That's really cool. Great story. So what do you like to do for fun when you're not hanging out with your kids, with your husband, when you're not working out? What's like your favorite thing to do for fun?
Oh my gosh. Well, I really love hiking. That's one of my major hobbies. I feel like, is that a hobby? Yeah, it's a hobby, right? Hiking is definitely a hobby. So I love being outdoors. Also DIY stuff. I love making things. I just watch a bunch of tutorials and I love teaching myself how to do gardening, or I don't know, how to fix a pipe, or I just love learning new things, whatever it is, how to paint a house. I painted my whole house too.
Wow.
I just have to do
Very cool.
Hands-on things, all the time. Yeah, just anything DIY.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
What would you say is the coolest thing that you've learned from doing the do-it-yourself stuff?
The coolest thing that I learned. Well, there's many. I feel like I remember making this balancing beam for my kids when they were little. I was like, okay, how hard can that be? Okay, I just need this beam, this wooden plank. I just remember building that for the kids. And then actually my house, painting the house, putting the floors on my house as well. We just went and got a bunch of wood, what's it called? What is it that when you make the wooden floors, like planks? I'm not sure exactly how you say that, but we put in the wood floor in our house as well. So I feel like that was a big accomplishment. Just doing it for myself.
A lot of people, I wouldn't know where to start. So that is very impressive.
That was a lot of work.
It sounds like a lot of work. How long did that take?
Yeah, that took us about maybe 5 days. But it was a lot of work and it was hard. And yeah, we survived that. We could have easily went our separate ways after doing the fort together. But yeah, we finished it and it looks great.
That's awesome. Well, that's very cool. Did not know about that. Didn't know that about you. And what's one big thing that you're kind of excited about looking forward to the future? And this could be anything.
Well, traveling. I feel like since we started really young having our kids, we didn't get a lot of opportunities to travel with them and build more experiences with them because we were so young. We were trying to figure out life. We didn't have a lot of money back then. Not that we have now a lot of money, but it's easier now. But back then, I feel like we were just in that little apartment raising our kids and just trying to do our best, And a lot of the community, the other parents were a little bit older than us, so they were always traveling to different places, and we were just at home with our kids, but doing the best we could. So I think in the future, something that I would love to do is just travel with the kids, even though they're older and they have their significant others now, but including everyone, and just having like a big family vacation. I am really looking forward to traveling with my kids.
Very cool.
Yeah.
What would you say be the number one destination for that?
Oh my gosh. Well, someplace fun. I was thinking with the family, of course. I was just thinking like Cancun, Mexico, like or even Hawaii. I feel like Hawaii would be amazing. But one place, especially that's been in my bucket list, has been Istanbul. I don't know why, but I just like, I love Mediterranean food, and I'm just like, I would love to go to Istanbul one day, but I don't know if it would be good to take everyone there. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Very cool. Awesome. Very cool. Let's rewind a little bit. Let's kind of go back to what was going on with your life when you first walked into Red Wolf. So what was going on back then?
I'm so excited to tell you this because, yes, with all the commotion of the kids, the racing kids, the community, like I've always been a runner. I always loved to run. Even when I lived in Mexico, when I was a teenager, I would love to go running with my aunts and uncles. And so I continue running. In the midst of racing the kids, I always found a little bit of time to get up there and go running. And then I thought, okay, this is not enough. I would like to try a boot camp. So I tried boot camps, and it was fun, but I was like, they don't have enough weights. I just wanted more out of fitness. I feel like it's good, but it's not as exciting. I want more. Like when the class was over, I'm like, that's it. That's all we get. I want more classes. So one of the teachers that I was working with, about maybe like 16 years ago, she was like, hey, why don't you come to my gym? We have this little workout, and I'd love for you to come and try it. I was like, sure, I'll do it. So I went there, and it was Murph. Man, it was Murph, and I had no idea.
I feel like almost every single time I interview one of our members, their first workout is for some reason, some death workout.
It was the death workout. I was like, wait, what?
I think this is the second member I've had on the podcast where they were like, hey, Matt, my first workout with you was Murph. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. How are you still a member?
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Well, you know how it went. It just kicked my butt. Like I was just like, what is this? What kind of gym is this? Her gym was so different. It's in Long Beach, and I was like, I've never tried this before. What do you call this? It's like, oh yeah, this is CrossFit. The workout that we did is called Murph. And I was like, I love it. How can I do this again? I died.
I'm dead.
I am dead.
But I really like it. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I loved it. I love how intense it was, and how I was just after 40, 50 minutes of working out, I was just like done for the day. I was like,
Right.
This is what I've been looking for, the excitement, the intensity. So I went on Google and I found you guys, and I emailed you the next day. You emailed me back and you welcomed me with open arms, and yeah, that's how I got to Red Wolf.
That is crazy. Wow. I think a lot of people out there probably have the opposite story. So where, hey, my first workout was Murph, and then I'm never doing CrossFit again. That's so funny how that got you hooked. Great story. Great story. So can you describe what your first week at Red Wolf was like?
Okay, so I was like, yeah, I'm going to do CrossFit. I'm going to be a CrossFitter. This is an amazing gym. When I first stepped into Red Wolf, I was like, oh my gosh, this gym is so beautiful. It's so intimidating because it's not like your traditional boutique kind of gym.
Yeah.
It was just, I was just like seeing the flags there. It just meant so much. I'm like, wow, I can be a part of this community. It's greater. Like I saw all the flags, the Army flag, the Marines flag, the Coast Guard, the police. It was just like emotional at the same time. I was like, oh my gosh, I love this. The first week I had fundamentals, and it was just like a 3-minute workout, and I was just on the assault bike, and I was dying, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do this. The first week was definitely very intimidating, seeing all the strong women just, lifting so heavy, and I was a little bit like, do I even belong here? I don't know. This is just very hard for me. I've never touched a barbell before. The tens the barbell itself felt so heavy. I'm like, would I ever be able to put some weight on this barbell? Probably not. But I loved it, and I just kept, looking around, and the women that just seemed so inspiring, and I was like, okay, I just need to stick with it and just see how far I get.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow, very cool.
So excited.
But what a great story of hearing your origin. But yeah, I remember when you first joined, and it's crazy to see how far you've come
Oh my God.
since then. It's really cool to see your journey, and thank you so much for sharing that. That's really special. Not many people have been with us that long to where you could see the evolution of someone progress like that. So it's very special. So let's kind of talk a little bit more about the intimidation factor that you mentioned. So before joining, what kind of doubts or fears did you have about starting something like this?
So definitely the fears was to never be able to just kind of be at the level as some of the women that were there. It was just like unattainable. I just felt like I don't think I'll ever be like that. And the women had so much confidence, in their lifts and their workouts. So I was like, I just remember just looking up to them and just feeling like, okay, how can I get to that level, and how can I learn from them? And so, yeah, that was just something that kept me going, just being inspired by them every single day, and just like kind of like committing to it. Every single day I had to commit. I'm like, I have to do this.
Yeah.
One day I'm going to get there.
It was almost seems like one of those things where you took one of your fears and you actually turned that into the reason or the motivation to actually do something, because you saw what was actually physically capable. Even though you were intimidated by it, you still chose to make a decision that was along the lines of, well, I'm going to do this instead,
Right?
Or I'm gonna use that as inspiration rather than intimidation.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. And it did take a few months to make that switch, because I was like, I'm so intimidated. I don't know, like filled with doubts, just like, oh my goodness. And I think because I was putting the pressure on myself too, that I was like, just kind of not, just very quiet and not trying to make a connection with them as well, because I'm like, they're so much higher than I am. Like, how dare I talk to them, because they're like so elite, things like that. And then as I just started like overcoming that and just making that switch of like, I'm good enough, I'm gonna try, I know that I'm gonna give it my best, and just kind of opening myself up to talk to them and just kind of getting to know the women there. It was just like my whole perception just started changing. It's like, this is a great community, and there's just super nice, most wonderful ladies that I've met, and some of them have become one of my best friends. Even like I always looked up to them and just like felt like, oh my gosh, one day I want to be like them. I wish I could talk to that person because she's so good at lifting, and then just kind of making little steps and just kind of like, being myself and just like kind of being humble and be like, this is where I'm at. I really admire you. So that just slowly started changing. Yeah. Okay. For me. Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, okay, they're so nice.
Yeah. What's your
They're amazing.
I think that's a big hump that everybody gets over when they first start the fitness journey in general, not just CrossFit, is that you think that there's like a pecking order or a hierarchy, when there really isn't, because the beauty of a fitness also is that every single person has started at zero. Like, we all start from nothing, regardless of, some people will make progress faster than others because of either genetics, circumstances, whatever. But it doesn't matter, because they still had to do it from nothing. And so we all start from nowhere. So I think that's important to remember for if someone's listening to this and they're like, well, I'm really intimidated by the gym in general. Well, it's like, I think we all were. I think every single person has had gym anxiety before they stepped in for the first time, including myself. So I think, and then once you get over that and you realize, hey, well, first off, no one really cares. And usually the fittest people in there are the ones who will help you the most. So because they actually relate, because they know how hard it is.
Yeah.
Because I mean, to stay fit for that long or to get that fit, it requires a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
And so when you see someone new come in, it's like you want to see them be successful because you know what it's like. Yeah.
I love that.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
So you did mention an internal shift there. So what was the biggest internal shift that you've had since training at Red Wolf?
Yes, and realizing that I'm doing this for me, because I also compare myself a lot to a lot of women my size or my age, and just like, oh, why can't I get to that level? Things like that. So I feel like realizing that it's my journey, it's my workout. I'm doing this for myself, not for others. I feel like that was like a huge uh, brain switch that I had to do too. And then when it clicked, I was like, oh my goodness, I am getting actually better. I'm just like, just feeling that for myself. I'm not comparing, but I mean, it did take a long time, like years. I would say years. It wasn't like, oh yeah, and I switched my mind. And no, it took years of convincing myself that I'm doing this for me, for my own goals, my fitness. This is, and like you said, nobody really cares. Like everybody's there to improve themselves, but it just took a little bit of time for me to realize that and accept it, and go with it. Yeah.
Right. Okay. No, that's fantastic. No, thank you so much for sharing that, because I think, I think that a lot of people get internal shifts like that when they start training here, or just kind of like, I mean, in confidence alone, like, is that something that was kind of pivotal as well?
That's something I definitely wanted to mention. Like, for sure, confidence, the confidence level, like, has been tremendous for me, because being from another country, being so, like, one of the younger moms raising these little kids, like, I felt like I had a lot of things going not against me, but like people were at a much higher level at that time. Even the parents raising their kids were at a better, I guess, economical status. And like for me, just starting being an immigrant, comparing myself with those, parents, and then like at the gym and everything. And so I feel like for my confidence level, like for sure, it just, knowing that I can finally put the weight is just like, oh my gosh, I'm actually doing this. Like I feel like the confidence started building from there too. Like little gains at the gym translated to my everyday life with my kids, with the community. Yeah.
No, that's
With
awesome.
everything in all areas of my life. Yeah. The confidence level started going up for sure after joining Red Wolf. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, so well said. And this is why I love interviewing and talking with members, like in this podcast setting, because then we can go really deep into things. Because I think a lot of people don't realize that a lot of the people we are working out next to have so many obstacles they've overcome in their entire life, and everyone has their own story on how, they've had to overcome something like very drastic, like the language barrier, being an immigrant, and getting married young, and and struggling financially, because like we all do when we're young. And then, but I mean, you just had so much more against you at that early age, and to see you overcome it, and to see how the gym or just fitness in general helps people do that. Because I think a lot of people do the opposite, right? Like as soon as like something really hard hits them, or life kind of punches them in the face a little bit, then they kind of are like, the fitness or the health kind of gets put on the back burner. And whereas you kind of lean into it and use that as a way to gain confidence, and to be there for your family kind of moving forward.
100%. I agree with that so much. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that's wonderful. Very cool. Great story. Yeah. What's the proudest moment that you've had at the gym so far?
Oh my gosh. I have so many. But one of them, the earliest ones, was to get the green plates finally on the barbell. I'm like, what? I can finally lift the green plates. And there's a video that you took a long time ago, and I think it was posted on Google. I don't know. I can't remember, but it was during the open. It was an open workout. And jumping from the blacks to the greens, that was my first time. And I was like, okay, let's do it. Let's just go for it. And I was able to clean it. I think that was such a proud moment. And there's a picture of me doing that. So yeah, that was incredible. And then, of course, after that, you just want more. I was like, okay, now the blues. Can I get to the blues? So now I have the blues the blue plates when I'm doing clean. So that's amazing. So, and it just keeps on building. I'm thinking, like the yellows, the reds, because you just keep on setting goals for yourself. I feel like, okay, can I clean? If I just put the 2 reds on each side, can I do that? So yeah, but definitely that, I remember it being such a proud moment for me being able to do that. Most recently, I feel like honestly the competition that I did, my very first competition, I did on the podium and winning third place, even though it was intermediate, but it was very competitive.
Yeah, it is.
It was amazing. I had such a good time with my partner, and we just had it was such a wonderful moment for me, and very, very proud of us. We went there, we did it, and it was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah,
that
no,
was a
that's
real proud
awesome.
moment.
Yeah, very, very proud of you. But yeah, and then you're doing Wadapalooza intermediate.
Oh my.
I got your text and I was like, oh my God, here we go. Let's do it. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm so excited for that because again, it's another goal for me. I was looking at the standards and it says I have to have bar muscle ups, and that's something that I've been working for years. So hopefully, I can get them down before Wadapalooza.
Yeah,
That's a huge
100%.
goal for me.
Here we go. But at least if you have time to do it and we have the resources and we have the planning, and we're all going to train together for that because we have so many people signed up for. I think we have 20 plus people.
So excited.
Way more than I can count. I didn't expect that many people to sign up, which is great.
That's amazing. Yeah.
But that's what's going to make it even more fun because we'll all be down there. It'll be a Red Wolf competition almost. 'Cause I think we have someone in almost every category.
Yes.
And so we'll all be down there, and it's gonna be a good time for the whole gym.
So looking forward to it. I'm so excited.
It'll be like our own little Red Wolf festival. I want to believe it. So
Yeah.
that's gonna be really fun.
For sure.
Has Red Wolf impacted any area of your life outside of the gym?
Definitely. Yeah, for sure. Like I mentioned before, the confidence level going up, it was amazing being able to, just kind of present myself with more confidence with the community. Because internally I'm like, I went to the gym this morning and I lifted whatever pounds I did. And so that coming into my workplace and just like even speaking to the parents, I'm like, with more confidence, just like, okay, yeah, having that open communication with them. And I just felt like before I'm like, oh no, they're the parents. Like I just feel like knowing that I worked really hard at the gym, and then now coming to my regular everyday life and work, it was just definitely tackling it with more confidence.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. That, and of course the friendships that I've made. I mean, that's been so important to me. I think the community that we have is built on really good, kind people. And like I mentioned before, some of my best, closest friends I've met at the gym, and I feel like they're part of my life, everyday life. So just having that support, I feel like that's huge. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So,
No, well said. And there are times where things get tough as well. Where you being with us 9 years, you've had your ups and downs as well, especially I'm sure with motivation to keep going for fitness, because we all have like those times.
Yeah.
So what keeps you showing up even on tough days?
Oh my gosh, I love that you asked that question because, yeah, it's hard when you're sore, when you're broken, when you have. It's really hard to keep yourself motivated and get up in the morning. I feel like also when your life situation is not going the right way, and you mentioned it before, like for me, my fitness was always like priority for my mental health as well. But I think having the support of my husband, I was like, yes, I know you're tired, but come on, we gotta get up and do it. And so him getting up as well with me, I feel like that was definitely something that kept me going, having the support of my husband, and just like, I know you're tired, but let's get up. I'm getting up. You get up too. So let's do this together. So I feel like having the same goals for us, like just which we want to be fit. We want to have a healthy lifestyle. I feel like together we can, he can help me out when I need it, when I'm like really tired and I want to sleep in. But also, I have my alarm for like I work out at 5 a.m. right? So I have my alarm at 4, and then sometimes when I'm feeling really tired, I just press snooze and then snooze like every 5 minutes, and then I'm like, so it's so annoying. So I'm like, okay, get up now, because it's like it's gonna keep ringing every 5 minutes. So I feel like that also like helps me get up when I don't want to, and then just like Honestly, I always feel so much better when I'm just so tired and I don't want to do it. Even if I just move, I'm like totally glad that I went and I saw my friends, and it just fills me up. And I'm just thinking, I don't want to lose that feeling. So even though I'm feeling sad, I know that, not sad, but like tired or even sad sometimes, where I'm like, I don't want to go. I feel like making myself and seeing my friends and getting a good workout, I feel like, okay, I'm back on track. So just like committing, like I said, like every single day I'm committing to this. And then I feel like the sign up list, that's always really important to have, because you're like, I'm signed up for this. Like people are on the wait list, they want to get into that. So if I don't show up, like I need to show up. I'm committed, so I better go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you have a really solid support system in place. So let's say someone's listening to this and, they don't have as much support as you do. Because, I mean, you have Will pushing you. You have your friends at the gym now that you're established and everything. And then you have all this other accountability that's going on. And plus, you're just highly motivated. So let's say someone doesn't have these systems in place. What's some advice you would give them?
Okay, I would just say, before you go to bed, just remember why you're doing this. Remember your commitment. Like, remember that this is for you. Do it for you. And I would just say, like, I know it's really hard, but if you just get up and do it for you, think of yourself, love yourself, and then just know that this is good for you. So, I mean, I'm sure it's easier said than done, but I would just like make a commitment to yourself and get up. Even if you're stumbling out of the bed, even though you're still like, your eyes are still closed as you're getting your clothes on, like, it's okay. Just do it. Commit and just do it.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it's easier said than done. But
yeah, I think everything's easier said than done. Otherwise, everyone would be doing.
Yeah, exactly. Like, don't fall into your inner self that tells you, no, you're too tired, don't do it. Just like, no, tell that little voice, no, I'm doing this for myself. I need to do this, and get up and do it.
Yeah. It's funny that you say that, because I had someone I was talking to the other day, and they were kind of whiny, and to be transparent, honest, and they're like, I just don't have time to work out, Matt.
Oh, no.
Or I'm just too tired. And I just told them, I was straight up with them. I'm like, how sad would it be to reach the end of your life knowing you didn't hit your goals because you were too tired or you didn't have time? So because every time we point the finger at something and we place blame on a circumstance, we're giving that circumstance all the power. So I'm saying, like, hey, like, so your tiredness is what controls you then. So then why do you go to work?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm too tired to go to work. Yeah, like, no one's gonna.
We're all tired, but
yeah, join the club. We all don't have to. Like, I think if you're an adult in 2025, unless you're maybe an OnlyFans model, you probably don't have time. And I think, is there any other professions? Will's here. Will, can you think of any other professions that pay well, that have abundance of time? No. Okay, that's what I thought.
I'm looking into the OnlyFans.
I am as well. I don't think anyone wants to see that though, because it's just gonna be me working out. Yeah, no, great answer to that. And if someone's listening to this and they're, excuse me, you got me worked up over all the OnlyFans stuff now. I got my wheels turning. So if someone's listening to this and they're kind of stuck on the fence about starting their fitness journey in general, so we kind of talk about other people and giving them some advice on, the structure and everything, and having systems in place and having a support system.
Right.
But let's say someone's just stuck on the fence on just starting their fitness journey in general. What's some advice you would give now that you have so much experience?
Okay, well, somebody starting their fitness journey, I would just say, just stick with it. Like, don't give up. Don't compare yourself. It's kind of like bringing it back to how I started. If somebody would have told me, somebody did tell me, it was my husband. Like, don't give up. Just keep doing it. I know it's hard, but you'll see the growth. You'll see the changes. But I think the most important thing would be like, just go, just get up and do it, and then build a community around yourself and surround yourself by like-minded people, and just do it for yourself. Don't stop, because it's so beneficial and it's so good, and you feel amazing after you work out. Like, that's just what I feel, and I want everyone to feel the same when they just get up and accomplish something for themselves. I feel like that's the goal. You're doing this for you. Yeah.
No,
And it's addicting. Like, it's so nice to just being able to get up and just do it, and not listen to that inner voice that's holding you back, making it bigger, just like giving your willpower, just emphasizing that. And it's just like, yes, I did this for myself. You'll be so proud of yourself. So I would just say, please don't quit. Don't stop. Keep going. Even if it seems like it's really, really hard, just keep going. Yeah.
Fitness is definitely
It's a
journey without an end date. There's no end date. Like, there's never a point where you get so fit to the point where you don't need to work out anymore.
Right.
And that, some people may not like that, but that's the honest truth. It's kind of like marriage, right? It's like, are you ever done growing in your marriage? No, you're always trying to get better. It's like same thing for my kids. I'm always trying to be a better dad. I'm always trying to be a better coach. I'm always trying to be a better podcaster. I'm always trying to improve, even if it's like a little bit. If it's one small thing, that's what I'm always trying to do. And fitness is the exact same way. Because I think people really do see that, especially a growth-minded person will always try and grow in other areas like that.
Yeah.
But when it comes to fitness, it's like priority number 10.
Exactly.
When we don't really realize if we place that, up higher, like top 3, then that's going to trickle down to everything else.
I love it.
Is that something that you kind of feel? Do you feel like that makes you a mom, a better wife, and just a better person in general when you focus on your fitness?
Absolutely. 100%. I agree with you 1,000%. Like, exactly what you said. It's going to translate in all areas of your life. Like, just making that a priority, living a healthy lifestyle, moving your body, you're just going to feel so good about yourself that it's contagious. You want everyone to feel like that. You're happy. Your husband's happy. Your kids are happy. So yeah, for sure.
Dang, I think someone turned on the wrap button.
I'm like, woo, we're happy.
I think that's our automated wrap things up thing. No, I think it's just the clear on there. But I'm going to leave it on because it sounds cool. I don't even know what song this is, but maybe the editor will drown some of this out.
There you go. But like you said, your marriage story, like your marriage too, like it is a journey, and you're always working hard to be better at what you're doing, who you are. Yeah.
Fantastic. And now we have the wrap-up music on. I don't know if you guys can hear this, if you're listening to this, but there's the music in the conference room automatically turned on, so which is fine. I'm too lazy to get up right now. I'm comfortable in my chair. It's okay. You don't need to touch it. It's fine.
It's all good.
Is there any final piece of advice or any kind of words of wisdom that you would have for anyone as we wrap up the episode here?
Words of wisdom. Oh, man.
Or any final thoughts?
Final thoughts is, I just wanted to thank you again so much for welcoming me with open arms back way when I first started. We've been in this together for so long. We've gone through COVID together, and I never stop. And I feel like, don't stop. I guess the words of wisdom would be like, don't stop, commit, just do it. Like, Red Wolf has been an amazing part of my life, of my growth as an individual. So the community that we have there, the friends that I've made, an amazing coaching is just what has kept me going all these years, with my family, with my job, with everything that I do. It's a priority for me, and it really translates to everything else that I do. So I just say, don't quit, keep going. Even if it seems intimidating, even if you think you can't do it, you can. And if you just commit and do it.
Yes, I love it.
Mm-hmm. Keep going. Don't stop.
I love it. Thank you so much Karina, for coming on the podcast.
Oh my gosh, Matt. Thank you so much for having me. I'm actually having a lot of fun. Yeah, it's just really fun.
Oh, now that you got
now that you got the
jitters out of the way, we can have you back on for another episode. You know what to expect. So we'll definitely get an update from you in the future.
For sure.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing your story. That was very special. Learned a lot about you that I didn't even know. And I've known you for 9 years. So.
I know.
Very cool. And I think it's really cool that people are going to listen to this and hear your story and hear everything that you've overcome in your life leading up to this, and everything that you've done and all the obstacles you've overcome. I think it's going to be a huge inspiration for a lot of people.
I hope so.
So thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for listening. If this was helpful and you want to hear more stories like Karina, please leave us an honest review so we know to make more content just like this. Don't forget to follow us on social media at Red Wolf CrossFit and DM your content suggestions there. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, good luck. Have fun. Nailed it.